everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to use AI for auto-categorization of customer reviews in Google Sheets. So, I am an owner of an online fashion apparel store business and I manage the reviews of my business on my Google business profile. Over here, whenever I receive a new review, I have to categorize each one of them, and doing that manually is a very time-consuming and hectic task. So, to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect without writing a single line of code. Yes. So now as I've created this AI agent, whenever I receive a new review on my Google business profile, automatically an AI agent is going to categorize the review, and then to create a systematic record of the category as well as the review details, I'm going to add all the details in my Google Sheets. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to use AI for auto-categorization of customer reviews in Google Sheets. So as an owner of a fashion apparel store business, I receive a lot of customer reviews on my Google business profile. Over here, I want that whenever a new feedback is going to be done, a new comment is going to be posted on my Google business profile by my customer, an AI agent should automatically analyze and segment the category of that feedback into a fixed type. And then finally, I use Google Sheets to store all the categorized review in one organized format with the comment detail as well. This automation helps me stay on top of customers' opinion without spending hours of sorting through each review manually. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect without writing a single line of code. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign in to your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button beneath it. As I've done that, Pabbly Connect's dashboard is then going to appear in front of you. In order to create a new AI agent in our Pabbly Connect account, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow on the top right corner. Firstly, it is asking for my workflow name. So for the workflow name over here, I'm going to write it as AI for auto-categorization of customer reviews in Google Sheets. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select this AI agents folder, and then simply I'm going to click on this Create button right here. You can see a new workflow has been created, and there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Business Profile. As soon as a new review is going to be posted on my Google Business Profile by the customer, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Business Profile, and the trigger event over here is going to be new review, okay? And then I'm going to click on this Connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on Add New Connection, then click on this Sign In with Google button right over here. Then it is going to ask us for us to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? So this is the account. I'm going to select it. Then it is asking for the permission for this account, for which I'm going to select this Continue button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this Continue button, and as I've done that, you can see Google Business Profile is connected to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for me to select the account. I have one account in the name of Parampara. I'm going to select that account from here. Then it is asking for the location. Now in an account, you can create multiple locations. I have these two. In which location, when the review is going to be posted, you want the trigger should capture the response of that. My location is Parampara, so I'm going to select the location over here as Parampara, okay? After selecting the account and the location over here, now if you're going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button, The last review that was posted on your Google business profile is going to be captured in the response right here. So before clicking on this button with my account, I'm going to post a new review right over here on my account. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger over here captures the response of the new review that we're going to add or not. Okay. So now let us add a review right here. So you can see right over here, this is my review. I absolutely love the fabric quality of the outfit I ordered from Parampara. It feels so premium, comfortable to wear. The stitching is detailing and top notch. It has definitely exceeded my expectations. Well, surely shop again. Okay. So this is my review. I'm going to star over here, give the rating as 5, and I'm going to post this review right over here on this profile. And as now the review is now been successfully posted over here, if I'm going to refresh this page, you can see right over here, my review is now been successfully posted. So as now my review is posted over here, if I'm going to refresh this page, you can see right over here, this is my review right here. Okay. So as now the review has been posted, now I'm going to open my workflow again and click on this save and send test request button. And as I've done that, I have received a response of a review. The star rating is 5. Display name is Angel Anthony. And this is the comment right over here. That is, I absolutely love the fabric. You can see this was the same review. Okay. So as now the response of the review has been captured over here in my trigger with the time and everything. This means that Google business profile is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now, whenever a new review is going to be posted on my Google business profile, automatically the trigger over here is going to capture the response of that. But if you do not receive the response immediately after a new comment has been posted on your profile, then do not worry. Google Business Profile is a polling based application. You can see it says 1 hour. That is the polling duration, our trigger time. In 1 hour, whenever the new data is going to be collected by Google Business Profile, it is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect in the trigger time. That is the 1 hour. If you want to change this trigger time, go to 3 dots, set trigger time option right here. This window is going to appear in front of you and you have a drop down. Minimum trigger time is 10 minutes and the maximum is 24 hours. You can select the trigger time according to your requirement and click on this save button. You can see it is updated as 60 minutes right over here. Okay. After setting up a trigger step, we need to set up our action step. As now we have the review using an AI agent, for which I'm going to use OpenAI. If you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent, you can definitely do that. Okay. Using an AI agent, we are going to categorize this comment, the review that we have received right here. Okay. Now for that, simply I'm going to set up my action step, in which from action application, I'm going to select it as OpenAI right over here. Action event is going to be ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, and then it is asking for the token, using which we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. The API keys page of my OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you, and now to generate a new token, go to this create button. Firstly, we have to name the token. I'm going to name over here as new as the name of my token. Okay. And for the project over here, I'm going to select it as default project, permissions as all. Then I'm going to generate the token from here. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it from here, paste it in this field and click on this save button. OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, firstly, it is asking for me to select the AI model, for which I'm using GPT-4 Omni. If you want to use any other AI models over here, you can definitely select it from the drop down. So I'm going to select as GPT-4 Omni as my AI model. It is asking for the prompt. What is prompt? Prompt is the text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt over here, we need to specify all the things that we want and do not want. So for the prompt over here, according to this use case, I'm going to write it as... So this is my entire prompt right over here. That is, you are an AI review analyst. Categorize the given customer review into the following categories based on this content. These are the categories: product quality, size, fit, delivery experience, customer service, website, app experience, pricing and offers, packagings, and overall experience. You can decide the categories according to your requirement. Instructions: read the customer review carefully, select the single most relevant category from the list, and only return the category name as the final input. Okay, these are the instructions. Now over here it is asking for the review, the text. Okay, so now over here for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, The previous step is going to appear in front of you, that is Google Business Profile. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. And this is the review for which I want to generate the category. So I'm going to select the data of the review from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, you can clearly see this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in my previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. And then simply I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. Over here I've received a response in which I've received the message content and the category is product quality. Okay, this review is regarding product quality, so this is the category. Okay, so as now we successfully categorized this over here, the review right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the category and the details of the review in my Google Sheets to create the systematic record. For that, simply I'm going to add an action step in this workflow in which from action application I'm going to select it as Google Sheets right over here. Action event is going to be add new row, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear in front of you. I'm going to select the existing connection, but if you want you can add a new connection. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the save button right over here. It is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. I have created a spreadsheet in the name of Customer Review Insights. So for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select it as Customer Review Insights right here. Okay, I have already created one sheet over here in the spreadsheet. So for the sheet, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. It is asking for my customer's name first. So I'm going to map the data of my customer's name. For the review date over here, you can see I have received the created time of this date right over here of this review. I cannot enter the time in this format. So simply I'm going to add an action step before this Google Sheet step, in which from action application, I'm going to select it as date/time formatter by Pabbly. Using this amazing feature by Pabbly, we can format the date according to our requirement. Action event is going to be format date with time zone, and then click on this connect button. I want to update this date. It is asking for the date. Which date are we going to format? This is the create time date I want to format, so I'm going to select it. For the from format, I'm going to select it as the UTC time zone format in which I've received this response. So this is the response right here. And the to format is going to be the normal format, that is the date, month and year. Okay, I want this date right over here, so I'm going to select it. Time zone is a UTC time zone that I've received over here in my previous response, and to the to time zone I want the Asia Kolkata time zone, so I'm going to select it and simply click on this save and send test request button. I have received the date when this review was posted. Okay, so as now I've received this date, I'm going to map the date of this date right over here in this step in place of this review date right here. This is the date. Okay, for the review text, I'm going to map the date of the comment that I've received. For the star rating, I'm going to map the date of the star rating right here. And lastly, for the category, I'm going to map the date of the category defined by our AI agent. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. I've received a response which is a positive response, and you can see over here the record has now been successfully created in my spreadsheet. This is the customer's name. Review date is right over here. This is the review you can see. This is the star rating, that was 5, and the category is product quality. Okay, so as now we have successfully added the details of our review category back in our Google Sheets again. This means that we have successfully created this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, the trigger is Google Business Profile new review. As soon as a new review is going to be posted by the customer on my Google Business Profile, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. For the action, I have selected as OpenAI ChatGPT, and AI agent is then going to categorize the review that has been posted. And as the category is going to be defined by our AI agent, automatically the record of the review details as well as the category is going to be created in my Google Sheets using Google Sheets add new row. And in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to auto-categorize customer reviews in Google Sheets. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.